Today is the 1st of August and August is turning out to be one of my busiest months. I have so many plans. I've got multiple weddings, multiple hen parties, I've got my sister's 40th, and in between that I'm trying to see all my family because I'm going away in September and October for a month. So it's very busy. I've literally got one day free without plans, which is crazy to me because I really like pyjama days. But we'll see how we go. My mum is coming over this afternoon. She was supposed to be here about 2 hours ago, but it didn't set off until a little bit later. So she should be here in about 15 minutes. We're going to go out for lunch and then do some gardening together. So mum arrived and I was doing some gardening, so I was already a little bit sweaty, and then we've walked up to Strelly Hall, which is one of my favourite places near me. It is quite, well, it's an alright walk, but it's 35 minutes and it is a little bit uphill, and it's also really hot, so I am very sweaty. You can probably see I'm quite flushed and red and sweaty, but yeah, it was a nice walk, nice in the countryside. We're just ordering some food and then we're going to eat outside. The only like small table that wasn't for like 8 people was this one, and it's like in a private little nook in the walled garden part, so hopefully mum can find me. And the quiche.
Beetroot with feta cheese.
Fish fingers and chips. So we are back from Strelly Hall. We've had a lovely lunch and a lovely walk, and now we're going to start some gardening. Now, like I said, the big job is to cut this down, but I'm going to wait till my mum gets back to do that, and I'm going to start cutting down the other bits first. So I am absolutely shattered. Mum and I have just spent 3.5 hours in the garden. It does look a lot better. I've cut everything down, I've trimmed what I can, I've weeded, and then I've cleared out the borders. The grass probably needs cutting again, but that just takes too much energy. And then I really wanted to trim that tree that I told you, which was one of my priorities, but the hedge trimmer that I have isn't strong enough, so I'm gonna have to wait for Dad. But then that's going to be an issue because I also don't have a ladder that doesn't need sort of resting against a wall, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. I've texted him, I've sent him some pictures, so hopefully he'll have some suggestions. But yeah, it's been a very long and tiring day, and I'm definitely going to have a good night's sleep. I've now got to do some student Pebble Pad, which is like the student midwives e-learning platform, which is going to take me probably 2 hours, and then I still have to write up the appointments that I had yesterday. So I'm in for a long night of work really, but I'm also shattered, so we'll see how I go on. It is 9:30 in the evening, and today has been a little stressful to say the least. I was finally so excited for my garden to look neat and tidy, and there was a few big bits that needed doing that I couldn't do. So my dad's come over today and he's done what I wanted, but everything's just a mess. I will go outside in a second and show you some clips, but just leaves, foliage, debris everywhere. And my garden bin is full, and we've done a tip run, but it's still there. Since my dad left at 5, I've been doing some reflection write-ups for my PMA job, and it's now 9:30. So I've been doing it for over 4 hours. I also did it for an hour and a half earlier. And yeah, I was supposed to do it in an hour. So it's going spiffing. This is what my entire garden looks like right now, and it does not feel good. Back here, the AstroTurf needs like a complete back. It's just a disaster. Of course, we did manage to cut this down, but it looks a very uneven shape now. And then I did obviously clear the drive and the grass, but there's leaves everywhere now, and I just tried to clear up for 3 hours and then gave up. The big change though is that this tree is gone and the tree from over here is gone, which is very good. As you can probably tell, I am back in my family garden, my childhood home. I'm at my mum's house and I'm home alone, which feels really odd. I was originally going to come down first thing this morning because my mum has a dog show today, so she's taken the puppies to be shown in the dog show. It is like a chilled competition and it's run by my mum's sister-in-law, so it's not like official, but it is kind of official, if that makes sense. But I ultimately decided that because it's going to be such a busy week with not really any other lions, that I wanted to have a bit of a lion, a bit of a rest day, and I needed to do some jobs around the house before I left. So I have come up this afternoon. It's now 2 o'clock and I did think my sister was going to be here, but she is not, so I've got the house to myself. I'm going to unpack. I think I'm going to try on my dress for tomorrow because it is my cousin's wedding, my youngest cousin, and it feels so weird. She's also asked me to do a reading, which I'm really nervous about, so I'm going to practice that a few times, and then I think I'm just going to enjoy a few hours in the hot tub. Well, not a few hours in the hot tub, but enjoy some time in the hot tub before getting ready, then paint my nails, wash my hair and prep for tomorrow. So I have had some tea and as you can tell I am now in the hot tub. I'm hoping people will join me soon because they've just got home, but they need to finish a few things first. And I didn't want to wait too much longer because I still need to wash my hair, have a shower, shave and then paint my nails. So it's getting on a little bit too late for me to wait much longer. The wedding ceremony is done. My cousin is officially married, which feels really odd because she is one of the youngest. She's the youngest in my generation, but then there were some later cousins added, if that makes sense. I have done my reading and I feel a lot better. Apparently it went well, which I'm pleased with. So I'm just coming up to go to the toilet, drop off my bags and then head back downstairs. As you can probably tell, I am absolutely shattered. It is 11:15 and you can probably hear outside that the band are still playing, but they are supposed to finish at 11 and then it's being moved down to the cellar, the basement. So I'm hoping I will then be able to sneak away and get some sleep for myself. It is the next day. I think we're all a little bit worse for wear, a little bit tired, but we are going to head downstairs for some breakfast. A lovely cooked English breakfast and a continental buffet, and then I quickly packed. I didn't have too much to pack, so I've just been playing with my nephew outside, and now we're just going to go for a little walk before we leave. There's a few cars around, though it's a one-way system, so I have to keep stopping.